Welcome to this episode of Dread Captures, the ultimate destination for those who seek the thrill of witnessing the unexplained. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the most compelling and jaw-dropping camera footage we can find. Trail cameras, security cameras, and other recording devices can capture events that occur when no one is around. So whether you're a seasoned cryptozoologist, a veteran hunter, or just a curious viewer, buckle up and get ready for an adventure like no other. Let's get into the captures. Just unbelievable footage here. Look at this. We see the eagle gliding in slow motion through the air, waiting for what he has his sights locked in on to come into the screen. And would you look at that? The eagle is swooping in and trying to rip this rabbit from the mama fox's mouth. Unbelievable all around. Unbelievable precision by the eagle, but also unbelievable resolve by the mama fox to hold on to its prey. She knows her kits have to eat. Mom even takes a tumble. We see as the eagle tries to take flight after a near miss on what he undoubtedly thought was an easy meal. Let's watch it again. Just crazy. Awesome footage, great capture. In this next eerie clip, a homeowner hears some odd noises outside their house. Of course, they start filming because who wouldn't, right? But what they catch on camera is legit nightmare fuel. Look at this. The homeowner's on his phone, presumably calling a buddy for help. And as he does this, you can see something stirring in the darkness. This creature just stays put at first, just creepily walking around, lurking, watching from the shadows. And then boom. It shifts a little and starts inching closer to the man. It's moving very strangely. I can't tell if there's some weird time lapse in this video, but this scary humanoid thing just seems to pop up closer each time you look. It's massive, it's all white, which makes me immediately think this could be a Skinwalker. If you've ever imagined what one of those might look like, well, this thing fits the bill. You can hear the pure fear in Richard, the homeowner's voice. He's practically begging his friend on the phone to believe him.
Like 35 feet away, and it came out of those weeds. You know what I'm talking about?
He's like, it's just 35 feet away, man. It came out of those damn weeds. You know the ones. There's a moment where this beast seems to hunch over almost like an ape, but then it straightens up and you can tell this is no ape. And the worst part, it knows Richard's there. It's watching him. As the video continues to play, Richard says something that makes your blood run cold. He's like,
oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, it's back, Mike. It's back. Holy crap. And it's clear that this isn't Richard's first rodeo with this creature. Might not be Mike's either. The video abruptly cuts off, but all we can do is hope that Mike eventually trusted his friend enough to come help. What do you guys think happened next? In the wake of a bitter divorce, Lorraine, a resilient woman from New Jersey, decided to exchange the bustling city life for a serene existence in the quaint forests of New Hampshire. She sold everything she had, leaving behind a tangled past, and embraced a fresh start, where she hoped to find solace in the arms of nature. In her newfound retreat, she began a lifestyle that she jokingly referred to as her hippie phase. Her newfound passion was setting up trail cameras, capturing the serene wildlife around her. From playful foxes to graceful deer, the sight of these creatures helped her find an inner peace she hadn't experienced before. However, as the harsh winter descended, her outdoor expeditions dwindled. The snow draped everything in a white blanket, and the wildlife retreated. It was during this time that she noticed something peculiar. On the rare occasions when she braved the snow, she discovered unusually large footprints, pressed deep into the pristine snow that covered the back of her property. Intrigued more than frightened, she followed the tracks, her eyes scanning the tree line. That's when she spotted it. Her camera, sadly, was not equipped to capture the figure clearly in the fading light. It looked like an enormous blob, about 8 feet tall, lurking just beyond the trees. Days turned into weeks, and Lorraine's fascination only grew. She could not get this creature out of her mind. She didn't like how elusive it had been, and it bothered her that she couldn't get a clear view of it. That was until one day when she caught a glimpse of it. The sight was astounding. Excited about this picture etched in her memory, she turned to her artist friend, detailing every aspect of the creature that she could recall. The creature was colossal, bearing striking resemblance to the mythical Bigfoot as described in countless stories. Its size, shape, even the familiar features that they all possess. The only discernible difference was the fur. Unlike the brown or black typically associated with Bigfoot, this creature was cloaked in white fur, which seemed to blend into the winter landscape, and she began to wonder if that's why her camera couldn't pick it up. Now, every time she stepped out into the biting cold to check her trail cameras, her heart pounded in anticipation. Her mind raced with the possibilities. Could she be the first person to discover a new species? Or perhaps a variant of the legendary Bigfoot? Her encounter with this creature, instead of filling her with fear, brought an unexpected thrill and curiosity to her solitary life. Her New Hampshire home, once a sanctuary for healing, had transformed into a playground of intrigue. Every crunch in the snow, every rustle in the forest amplified her anticipation. What was once a bitter ending to her past life had now become a thrilling new chapter, driven by an insatiable curiosity of the unknown. Snake hunting is a skill that involves extensive knowledge about the behaviors and habitats of snakes, as well as safety precautions to ensure the hunter and those around them are not endangered. In the case of this Thai snake hunter, he has found a nest of cobras, and I'm 100% sure a new fear has been unlocked. Ugh. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh. An underground nest of cobras. To find this underground nest, the snake hunter would need to look for signs such as snake tracks, which can appear as subtle trails in the dust or soil, or even discarded snakeskin which snakes shed as they grow. Another cool tactic is to observe the behavior of other animals in the area, as some animals may act unusually if there's a predator, like a snake, nearby, or in this case, underneath them. Here's another snake that is nested inside a bamboo tree. And I wholeheartedly mean this when I say it, I'm absolutely all out on this. I want nothing to do with it. I mean, look at how that thing smashed in there like that. This tree cavity provides protection, a potential place to lay eggs, and make sure that they don't turn into prey. However, this behavior is not common for all snakes, with many preferring ground or underground habitats. Really cool camera capture here, check this out. An albino doe has given birth to 2 natural colored fawns. I was interested in finding the rarity of this, and it said that albinism is very rare in the wild, occurring in about 1 in 10,000 to 20,000 mammals. It's a recessive trait, meaning an animal must inherit the gene from both parents. An albino deer giving birth to naturally colored fawns suggests that she mated with a non-albino buck. If the buck doesn't carry the albino gene, all fawns would be naturally colored but carriers of the gene. If the buck carries the albino gene, each fawn has a 50% chance of being albino. So given the rarity of this, it's quite uncommon for an albino doe to have naturally colored fawns. This next clip shows a black mama bear and an albino bear cub. Like mentioned above, the genetics of coloration in black bears is similar to that in deer. It's also very rare, and the bear would also need to inherit the albino gene from both parents to be albino itself. Of course, this is a simplified explanation of the genetic dynamics, but enough of that. How cute is this video? I mean, look at these guys just playing with each other. Adorable. Caught by a CCTV camera in the middle of the night when all activity is usually at a minimum, we see a very strange event unfold. Out of nowhere, there's a sudden movement on the screen that catches our eye, drawing us into the spectacle. In no time, a humanoid figure comes into view. It seems to vault from the ground with surprising ease, landing on top of a nearby wall. Poised on all fours, it strikes an eerie posture before swiftly dropping out of sight. A closer look reveals that this figure bears a resemblance to a human, yet there are striking characteristics that challenge this notion. The way in which it moves displays an extraordinary level of nimbleness and control, beyond what we typically expect from a human. The seamless, and honestly elegant manner in which it moves through its surroundings leaves us puzzled about its true identity. I mean, it looks like Spider-Man almost. Is this mysterious figure some type of cryptid? Maybe one we don't even know about. I don't know. This creature definitely does not want to be seen, and you can tell it prefers to roam under the veil of darkness. In this particular footage, we witness an unexpected unfolding of events, revealing a more eerie side to the unassuming domestic dog's life. As we see, a dog sits alert by the back door of its owner's home, its eyes vigilant, scanning the surroundings as though anticipating an unseen threat. The camera that records this peculiar scene is not a result of chance. The owner, having noticed the dog's unusual nighttime behavior, its persistent gaze towards the door, occasionally disrupted by intense bouts of barking at seemingly nothing, felt compelled to investigate the mystery. He set up a camera in hopes of unraveling the cause behind his pet's strange antics. The night is quiet, but you can see that the dog is locked in on something. Then we hear an occasional tapping on the window. A creak echoes resonating from the wood floor, and as we watch, it begins to be apparent that something is not quite right. Is there someone outside? Is there some type of paranormal entity outside? One that maybe we cannot see? Or perhaps it's already glided within the confines of the house. If you watch the door blinds, you'll notice their gradual rise throughout the recording, almost like they're manipulated by invisible hands. This unexplainable motion doesn't go unnoticed by the dog either. As the blinds inch upwards, a slow whine comes from the dog, its eyes following the eerie movement. Something's going on. Despite the alarming situation, the dog doesn't flee in terror. It looks like a Rottweiler to me, so I'm not that surprised. Its role as the household's guardian is a responsibility it obviously takes to heart. And so it remains rooted to the spot, eyes ever watchful, ready to protect its home from the strange unseen entity that has unsettled the peace of their night. This is a pretty crazy video. What do you guys think about this? Is there really something lurking out there? I thought I could see some shadows moving too. And obviously the blinds going up is insane. I guess this could also be camera trickery, meaning it's a hoax, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. In this clip, some guys start filming something that's pretty weird off in the distance. We can hear them talking about these strange black dots, but then their focus, and ours too, shifts to something way more startling. This big humanoid figure traipsing along the forest edge. You hear the guy behind the video camera blurt out, "It's a Skinwalker, holy crap, I got it on video." Now, if you're up to date on your Navajo lore, you'll know that a Skinwalker is basically a wicked witch who can shapeshift, possess, or even blend in as an animal. Pretty wild. Now here's where it gets weirder. I always thought Skinwalkers were night owls, but this is happening in broad daylight. I honestly don't know what to make of it. This thing, this creature, it's freaking massive. It's almost as tall as the trees. Unfortunately, and in what seems to be a theme, the camera loses sight of it before we can really figure out what we're dealing with. So just like you, we're left wondering, what in the world did we just witness? Does anyone have any ideas? Has anyone seen this clip before? On this brisk morning, quite the encounter takes place. A man finds himself being pursued by an unexpected adversary. a most likely rabid fox. As we all know, foxes typically shy away from people, keeping to themselves. And when a fox shows aggression or attempts to bite, it's a chilling sign. It's generally a symptom of rabies. The man finds refuge behind his dog, knowing he'll take care of the fox. And the dog, undaunted by the fox, stands ready to guard his owner, man's best friend. The rabid fox lunges, trying to attack and bite, but the dog remains unfazed. He's chained up, but he's not going to be bullied by this measly fox, and he refuses to let his owner be in harm's way. But I will say, this is a pretty big fox. But soon the rabid predator realizes its mistake. Outmatched and outwilled, it has no choice but to retreat. The man was smart to stay behind the dog. Tethered by a chain but unbound in bravery, this dog successfully defended his owner, a testament to their bond and a story of courage and loyalty. Man, if this ain't some of the best redneck ingenuity I've ever seen, then I don't even know. Look at this. This brilliant idea and video has garnered over 4 million views and 18,000 comments. I mean, this really is an amazing contraption. I don't have to tell y'all how it works. I mean, they're just piling in there. A commenter said, "New York City needs to make a giant one of these." But also, I hope this isn't someone's home. Ugh. Let me know if you guys have seen anything like this. I love simple contraptions like this. I think they're so cool. I added this in just because I can appreciate someone using their brain to fix a problem.